Hey coworkers, Happy New Year! Let's talk 2026 online business predictions. I love these videos, and I found that a lot of you were talking about marketing predictions, but not a lot of us were talking about actually behind the scenes of running a company. What are the predictions there? So let's get right into it. The first thing that I think will happen in 2026 is that there are a lot of in-person connections happening. So I saw this since 2025, but I think it's going to increase even more in 2026 as we yearn for more connection, right? And it's going to be great for marketing, but it's also going to be so great for operating because it allows you to kind of be in the room, get to experience and absorb the energy, the ideas of the people all around you, right? So I do foresee in-person connections, and not just those major celebrity conferences, but the small group meetings with your business bestie, the actually linking up with people who you work with, even if they're contractors on your team, the making sure that you show up in your local community in whatever way, going to the little conferences and stuff within your vicinity, and not just because you follow this big person on YouTube, right? So definitely in-person connections. The second one is that people are going to really want to stop doing everything themselves. So the solopreneur thing, we're not going to be doing that. And we're going to be leaning more into use of AI agents and also use of a smaller team, right? So the lean team is something that I saw a lot in 2025. We wanted to work with less major employees. We didn't want to pay things like benefits, etc., because it just made more sense for profit margin. It made more sense for our take-home pays, especially for us who have smaller companies anywhere under the $2 million mark. You find that having contractors made more sense. Freelancers here and there for something particular made way more sense than having people full-time. So I foresee that continuing to happen as people lean into the use of AI. AI agents are on a rise. So the third prediction I have is that AI agents are going to take over almost all of our tech. So you'll find that we're going to be having not just ChatGPT, but all of your tech tools are going to start implementing AI agents a lot more. And you'll see an increase in subscription costs. You're going to see an increase in product model shifts. You're also going to see an increase in actually developing and upgrading the tech that you use. So definitely, I think that's going to be something major. And with the lean team, of course, means that we're going to have to go to our fourth prediction, which is people are going to go back to the basics, man. We're going to become much more simple. A lot of us, we came up with our operating system based on just things that we were told we needed to have, right? So you enter this coaching system, you are a part of this mastermind, or you have a business advisor because you graduated in a program, or you went to school, you have an MBA, or you worked in corporate, wherever it is that you got your experience, or you were winging it by watching YouTube videos like this. People told you what you needed to have, but you really didn't need all of that. What you really needed was simple, but you didn't understand that yet. Now you do, because you used 2024, 2025 to kind of do some trial and error. You did all the things, you tried all the tech, and now you're recognizing that there are only specific things that your company needs to keep you going, right? And to keep you profitable as well, because I foresee the fifth prediction is that we're going to start focusing much more on our profit margins over our revenues. So revenue is great, and saying, oh, I got $1 million this year, or I got $100,000 this year, or $200,000 this year is great, because naturally it means that you're great at sales and you have leads coming in. Where the breakdown usually happens is because a lot of times, in order to get this money in, we spend a lot. We spend a lot on team, we spend a lot on tech, we spend a lot on courses, investments, all these other things that we have to pay for. Some of them necessary, because to make money, you gotta spend some money, babes, but some of them were not necessary. And we're going to be stripping down to the basics, and we're going to be focusing on our profit margins. We're going to be focusing on keeping the profit margins healthy in a way that makes sense for not just this business, but our owner's pay. Owner's pay is actually something that I do not think a lot of people talk enough about online, especially as you consider the fact that you have this small business and this small business is for your benefit, right? Typically, some of us will eventually want to sell, but some of us have no desire to sell. And if you have no desire to sell and you really are just making sure that you are running this business for your lifetime, then your owner's pay should be at the forefront of your trajectory. It should be at the forefront of your mind and the forefront of your planning. And we can't even start to think about owner's pay if we don't start to think about our profit margins. So a lot of people are going to be focusing on their owner's pay first a lot more this year. It's something that I also want to be focusing a lot on. I want to make sure that when I think about my revenue goals, I'm not just thinking about it in a vacuum, but I'm thinking about my revenue goals in connection with how much I want to pay myself. And it will dictate my hiring. It will dictate my marketing. It will dictate my ad spend. It will dictate how I operate, because I'm in this business so that I can get money. Like when people say, oh, you have to invest. Yes, you have to invest. But at the end, you got to live. And one of the things that I think is a very strategic way to move is we have to think about what will help us to get to a place where we can actually pay our bills, right? And naturally, you know that you will have to make a sacrifice, and you have to think millionaires and billionaires, they think in decades, they think in generations. So if that is your goal, you can get to that point. But also, we have to have a conversation with ourselves, because for some of us, that's not the goal. And that's completely okay too. So I think being very clear and open about what our goals are and how we're going to get there is definitely going to be on the radar for 2026. Number 6, I definitely think founder-led marketing is going to continue to blossom and thrive. We're moving away from big corporation marketing. Oh, here is this major logo and you never see somebody's face. And, you know, that's definitely going to continue to thrive. And it will help us even more for us in smaller businesses, because I mean, it's us. We are the team. It's we, ourselves, and we. And that's really how it's going to go. So I think that will continue to thrive. Number 7 is that AI will show you up, honey. So we already know that AI has taken over, but it will now show you up. It will become a requirement for use in a lot of ways. And because people are now craving more humanness and people are craving more realness, the difference is going to be, how are you using AI? This will certainly separate the people who actually know and the people who are bluffing all along, because we're going to start seeing right through the lines. So AI will actually be used to separate people, and we want to see more imperfect things. We want to see more of you, more of what you know, and it's almost a little harder. I see a decline in trust coming up because of the use of AI, so I guess that would be an 8th prediction, a decline in trust. So in order to navigate this, we're going to actually have to know how to use AI properly and use it to the best of our ability, because it's a tool to be used, right? So why not use it? Then the 9th prediction I have is that we're going to have tighter performance metrics, even for small companies, and even for small companies where you are the only person in it. Tighter performance metrics even on yourself, because I find that because we do not think it's important to track our time, to track how we're doing things, to give ourselves metrics as founders, as whatever CEOs, whatever you call yourself, then we have nothing to work towards and we have nothing to measure at the end of the year. So I foresee lots more companies, a lot more founders getting involved in actually setting KPIs for themselves and working towards them and measuring progress against them. I see virtual assistants being, asked with that language. Do you have any KPIs for yourself? How do you track progress? What does success look like to you? I foresee that showing up more and more in the small business space, especially in the online world, where it just feels like, oh, that's no big deal. Oh, how is the work done? So I foresee that happening. And I love that for us, because you know how I feel about metrics. Then the last one I have is that I think hustle culture will continue to die, and the grow at all cost perspective is out for 2026. We are going to be focusing on our wholeness as entrepreneurs in 2026. We are going to be focusing on our entire self, our entire body. We want to be great business owners, but we also want to be whole and we want to be well. As females in business, a lot of times you hear go, 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 wake up at 5 a.m., go, 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 post, so it's time for day. That doesn't work with our hormones are regulated and we have to be true to that. So I do foresee much more wholeness. I love the wellness era that we're all in. We are striving towards emotional intelligence, learning how to lead. And I really foresee that being a part of how online businesses operate. And I'm super, super excited about it, because that makes things work. Me being here, having this almost like a FaceTime, I'm not even editing this video with you, gives me the opportunity to now push out this video without thinking, oh, nobody's gonna watch it, because no, it's not even about just the content, but about how I feel giving the content, right? How do I feel about editing the content? How do I feel about stuff like that? And how can I do it in a way that actually benefits my business, benefits the people who I serve, and also benefits everybody else around me? So those are my 2026 predictions. I don't know if you have any that you want to share with me. Feel free to drop them in below. And if you have anything to add or anything to expound on based on what I've shared, looking forward to connecting with you. If you want more videos like these, and if you're interested in learning how to run your business online in an efficient way, because enough about marketing, more about actually doing the work, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and stick around. See you next time. Bye.